Hello, welcome to Die Rollin. I'm the ever excitable Adam, and guess what I'm unboxing today? Forbidden Fortress Temple of Shadows, the Deluxe Expansion. So this is the other kind of big box thing you can get with Forbidden Fortress that gives you additional characters to play with. You've got these characters down here, and you also got this big daimyo guy who's like the big kind of bad. And for our Forbidden Fortress playthrough, we're going to play Forbidden Fortress. Then we're going to come to this later on. So this is going to be towards the back end of the year, or maybe, who knows when this will be, but it'll be at some point on our channel. We might use some of the enemies that are included in this in our Forbidden Fortress run, or we might just save this for the Temple of Shadows. We can go for that. My idea here is that basically we're going to have all of this guy's army kind of represented on the board. So yeah, it should be pretty good. I've got a couple of other unboxings coming, which have got the rifleman and the samurai and the cannon, I believe, which all belong to this guy's army. So we should have everything for him, apart from the Master of Blades, which is a very special thing you can get from the web store. Anyway, enough of me gabbing. Let's take a look inside this. So lovely artwork as always. So what do we get in here? Well, we've got some minis. So that's our big bad himself. Instructions are on the side of these by the looks. We got the Takabaki spearmen, skin crawlers, which is good to have some more belly of the beast enemies. We have the enforcer and the kitsune. We have the fallen shogun, not daimyo. That's the guy who's the main boss for Temple of Shadows anyway. And then the soldier and the geisha. Whether we'll see these actual characters come out, I don't know. There's our spearman. Skin crawler is going to be very easy to assemble. A big fan of that. I imagine I'm going to put these guys straight into our game of Forbidden Fortress just to flesh out the belly of the beast, because I don't really have much for it. We have these kind of lanterns as well. And then we have our hero characters. Right, so we've got some more magic in here, some more artifacts and stuff. So let's take a look inside. So just the one artifact here, the Amulet of Hangul. Once per adventure, add an extra D6 damage to a single hit. It's pretty good. New personal item, the Takabaki House Sigil. +1 law, +3 corruption resistance. You are +1 damage on all attacks from and against Takabaki enemies, which is going to be really helpful going up against the Takabaki when we do that. We've got some more map cards. So we have a breathing nexus, a thermal pouch, a viral outbreak, and a spore fold. We'll also have another 4 for the fortress itself. So we've got the bell tower, a dark stone altar, a cursed courtyard, and an inner garden. Some more darkness cards, dark laughter, they're everywhere, terrifying to behold, and forces of darkness. We've got another 4 Grown Dread cards, Ruthless Destruction, Deathly Despair, and Jealous Spirits. Let's take a look at our threat decks now. We've got some more threat to worry about. So from the low side, we've got D3 +1 Takabaki Spearmen, Chochinobaki Lanterns. So that's our easy. Then we've got Takabaki Spearmen, Chochinobaki Lanterns, and then we've got into our hard, more of these guys. And then epic, we have the Fallen Shogun and a threat card, Fallen Shogun and 6 Takabaki Spearmen, and then Skin Crawlers and 2 threat cards. For our Otherworld Belly the Beast threats, we've got some Skin Crawlers, Burst Blobs, Bile Spiders, and Lung Bats. That's our first deck. Let's go to our next deck, please. So we've got some more magic. We've got Regrowth, Fists of Stone, Roaring Wind, Divine Focus, Water Spirits, Reflection, Ignite, Disintegrate. Then we've got all of our starting kind of upgrades for our characters. So we've got some Kitsune, Enforcer stuff, Geisha, and Soldiers. So yeah, lots of cool stuff in there. Like I say, I don't know whether we're ever going to see these guys on the table. It depends whether my guys make it out alive, I guess. Some starting gear here, which is specific for these characters. Flintlock rifle, soldier's armor, parasol, hidden dagger, outlaw club, shoulder tattoo, camo knives, and yeah, so that's all of those bits. We've got a couple more passage encounters for the belly of the beast. Some more regular encounters, which I don't want to spoil because I want to save that for when we're actually playing. We've got a bunch more of the belly of the beast artifacts. So we have a sticky scroll, spine glove, marrow longsword, flesh armor, Ranko virus, Gonyuku mask, Gonyuku banner, and Neuros sheath. And some additional personal items here. Sacred flower, jagged scar, secret blade, worn sandals, dragon tattoo, weathered eye patch, traditional face makeup, and ornate comb. Some more Forbidden Fortress encounters. Then some more artifacts. So we've got the Hell Scroll, Sacred Hat, Book of Secrets, Takabaki Armor, Takabaki Spear, Blade of Takuga, Ring of Yamabushi, Spirit Urn, and a Demon Blade. We have Adventure Fallen Temple. The heroes may choose to make any mission that starts in the Forbidden Fortress take place in a Fallen Temple with the following modifiers. All heroes start the adventure with an extra grit. All enemies are +1 initiative. Ancient relics. Whenever a gear card would be drawn, roll a d6. On the roll of 4+, you may instead draw a fortress artifact, even while in another world. Takabaki Domination. Whenever a threat card would be drawn, including otherworld or epic threat, roll a d6. On a roll of 4+, select a threat card of the same threat level from only those that include one or more keyword Takabaki enemies. So that's pretty helpful because we are going to be doing, I've got the other Takabaki enemies, so we should have a slew of these guys. So when we get to this, we should have a bunch of themed enemies to go across. We've got a reference for mana, just in case you haven't got the original, the Forbidden Fortress box, or perhaps you want to have an additional player aid, I guess. Some more side bags, so you can play up to 6 players now. Using this. Gear, we've got Yamabushi Charms, Sacred Robes, Teko Kagi Claws, Sword of Defiance, Katakinu, Zenbo, Temple Defender's Banner, Mark of Takabaki, Mark of the Oni, and Rune of the Yamabushi. Right, well, that's all the cards and stuff. Now let's take a look inside here. So we have our Enforcer. We have our Geisha. And a Kabuki. We have our Kitsune. And our Soldier. Then we have our Skin Crawlers. So these guys, they've got Terror. A hero starting their activation on the same map tile automatically takes 1 horror hit. Burrowing moves through other models and changes targets each turn. Sticky Mucus. A hero starting their activation adjacent to the enemy is -2 move. Parasitic Leech. This enemy gains +1 combat for each, remains in play encounter, including passive encounters, affecting the map tile is currently on. And Regeneration heals 2 wounds at the start of each turn. These guys look pretty tough. They've got a combat of 1, but they do 10 damage. Geez, that is very tricky. So don't get close to them. Defense 2, 20 health. And let's take a look on the other side. 30 health there. Yeah, they're not very nice. Then we have our Takabaki Spearman. So they've got armor on there, so it's armor 5 plus, regeneration 2, heals 2 wounds at the start of each turn. May make its melee attack against a target up to 3 spaces away, even if the other models are in between. Retargets each turn if not adjacent to its previous target. Darkstone runes. Takabaki to hit rolls of 6 plus 2 double damage. They roll in 3 combat, 2 damage, defense 3, health 4. The other side, bit tougher with their defense and health, and initiative a bit faster as well. Then we have the Chokanabaki Lanterns. They move through other models due to their jumpiness. Lashing Tongue, when making a melee attack, targets every adjacent hero. Explosive, when the enemy is killed, roll a d6. A roll of 1 or 2, it bounces once, like a bomb, and then explodes, doing d6 wounds, ignoring defense to every model in the same and adjacent spaces. If killed by an explosive or a critical hit, explodes on the roll of 1, 2, or 3 instead. So easy to destroy, but these guys could really do a ton of damage. And yeah, on the other side, they do d8 wounds. Then we have our Fallen Shogun, who's going to be our big bad of our Forbidden Fortress run, I believe. So abilities: Unspeakable Terror. A hero starting their activation on the same or adjacent map tile automatically takes 2 horror hits. Darkstone Armor, armor 4 plus, so he's going to be very tough to actually damage. Ruthless Warlord. Change targets each turn, and all other enemies gain +1 combat / shot with their attacks. Darkstone Radiation. A hero ending their move adjacent takes 1 corruption hit. Brutal Blade. Every Shogun hit also does 1 hit to each other hero adjacent to the target. Also, Shogun to hit rolls of 6 plus and -1 defense to all heroes affected by their hit. So 25 health plus 10 per hero. So yeah, he's going to be exceptionally hard to beat. So we really need to level up to get him. And then on the other side, he's just tougher. Unspeakable Terror goes up to 3 though, so you're taking a lot more sanity damage. Okay, so here's our book. Unfortunately, all bent, but I did pick up a damaged copy of this for a bit cheaper than a regular copy. So what do we got in here? Well, overview of everything. We've got the new enemies. We've got our new maps. Sorry, not maps. We've got our new adventures. So we've got Cursed Temple, Sacred Relic, Enemy at the Gates, Beast Beneath the World, Ancient Hunger, and Power of the Shogun. And then we've got our different upgrade charts here. And some more overview of the enemies and a painting guide as well, which is always very helpful. And then on the back, we've got the stat blocks. If you don't have those cards from either of the core sets for Shadow's Brimstone, then you can just use what's on here, which is pretty good. Finally, we have our maps. And honestly, like I've had Forbidden Fortress for a while, but I've not played it. And when I got out the other day and played it with the guys, which you can see on our channel, it was so much fun. And I'm just really enamored with this now, if I'm honest. So there's got some like dragon kind of statues there, and some other statues. We've got our lungs there, some void spiders in case you don't have them. The bell tower, some more mana tokens. We've got a heart there now. Some lung bats and bile spiders. And then we've got our altar there. Okay, so yeah, that's everything you get inside a box of Temple of Shadows from the Forbidden Fortress Shadow's Brimstone line. Like I say, you won't be seeing this for a while on our channel because we are going to be doing Vikings, we're going to be doing Forbidden Fortress, we're going to be doing the Spanish Conquistadors. It's going to be a while before we actually get to this, unless everyone is really wants us to cover Temple of Shadows before we do anything else. If you would like to see this sooner rather than later, leave comments below. Let us know your thoughts on what you'd like us to do with Shadows of Brimstone, because we're loving playing this at the moment, and it's it's just an absolute beast to get to the table. Anyway, I've been the ever excitable Adam. Until next time, stay safe or die rolling.